First off, we have the most important structure of them all, the Techyard. In the simplest terms, this is your spawn point. If you get wrecked, you will respawn back here or at the last Techyard you interacted with. Bear that in mind as you start building multiple bases. It also acts as storage for all of your tech blocks that you scavenge from the wreckage of enemy techs. Remember this so you don't overcrowd your storage during the early game, you'll need that for all of your resources. However, you can expand this by crafting a Techyard storage block. Fairly self-explanatory. Oh, you want me to explain it? Oh, okay, fine. It means you can store even more tech blocks. Happy? Better be, because we have so much more to explain. The Workbench is your go-to place to craft everything we're covering in this video. Your base is basically not a base without one. Basically. That's actually half of a lie because it doesn't work without the carbon generator. Power of your base is getting a rework right now, so I can't go into too much detail beyond the carbon generator, but make sure you craft this immediately as it will make sure your base is operating properly. You might even have to craft more than one as you get more ambitious. Now, as you start exploring the world for more resources to get your workbench to, well, work, you'll need to defend yourself. Hop into the workbench, craft a supply fabricator, and you'll now have access to all of the ammo variants currently in the game. You might not have all the weapons yet to take advantage of them, but you might get them as enemy drops, or you can craft them at the block fabricator. Nice segue there, if I don't say so myself, and I do. There will be a small selection of blocks to begin with, but that selection will only grow as you complete objectives and purchase block licenses from the Blockpedia. Now it's time to get some serious work done with the Refinery. This converts your raw materials into, say it with me, refined ones. Look, they're all angular and sophisticated looking and allow you to craft even more types of blocks and structures. However, being refined does not absolve you of sin, so dump them into the fires of the Purifier. Now, don't go mad and convert everything you have into smooth, shiny bullets, as you'll still need refined resources, but you'll need purified materials to craft late-game structures and blocks. I could tell you what you need purified resources for, but where's the fun in that? You have a game to play, and I have a job to do, and the more I try and explain my reasoning, the more my logic falls apart. You could say it's almost fragmenter. Fragmenting, it doesn't work. Fragmenters allow you to get even more resources from the deposits around you. I'm still laughing at that joke. That's not funny. Find the seam in a resource with your laser beam, use the tractor beam to tow it, and bring it over to your fragmenter for processing. It is a slower process, but the benefits are much greater than just mining the regular way. Why am I laughing at that so much? It's so stupid. Little tip. The fragmenter automatically grabs any resource chunks nearby, so you can leave as many as you like there for processing. It's so embarrassing that I think this is funny. You've got to be your own biggest fan at the end of the day. This one is nice and easy. Silos are storage. There are 3 variants, small, medium and large. You can use conduits to automatically place resources into things like the refinery, but conduits are another aspect of the game that is being looked at the moment. I don't think this will change, but best not to get ahead of myself. In fact, I don't even know why I brought it up. Silos. You can put things in silos. Seems like I did get ahead of myself though, because we're now back to talking about tech storage. Remember when I said you could expand and hoard more tech blocks? Well, with the scrapper, you can actually strip those down back into the resources that made them. This can help you acquire a few resources that you might not have had access to yet, or just give you a little extra bit of a booster of resources to fall back on. Having too much carbon is never a bad thing. Never. You can quote me on that. The tech heater is a must-have for your early days in the Arctic biome, as it heats your tech. However, the radius on this is fairly small, and so you'll definitely need to invest in a handful if you want even a shadow of a chance of surviving a snowstorm. This happened to me recently on one of our community streams, and it was a humbling experience to say the least. I think it's safe to say that we don't know the meaning of the word humble though, because we want to stick it to the elements with the frost regulator. As you can see, this is a super powered version of the tech heater, providing you with peace of mind in the harsh, cold nights for only yourself, but also anyone else you're playing with. Come on babes, let's snuggle together at the frost regulator. How romantic. I'll tell you what isn't romantic though, the word anti-ox gel. I can't make it work, maybe you can. The anti-ox gel sprayer provides your tech with a protective layer that fights off corrosion in the swamps biome for a limited amount of time. Was that romantic still? It's got to work for someone, surely. And if it does, don't let me know. And finally, we have the Launchpad. Everything your base has become has been building up to this. The Launchpad will give you a set of missions that include sending different amounts of resources back to the GSO. You'll start off by being asked for fairly common resources, but the rarity will increase as you complete more deliveries. Look at that rocket go. It makes you feel so proud, and it makes me so proud of you prospectors because you made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much for your time. I hope this has been useful, and I'm sorry that I'm not able to go into more specific things for bases like power consumption / management and the whole conduit system, but those are features still being worked on, and you should hopefully not have to wait much longer. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and see you next week. Bye!